Tennis. Eala included in star-studded playing field at BNP Paribas Open. MANILA. Eala is included in the star-studded roster of participants at the BNP Paribas Open scheduled for March 4 to 15. The BNP Paribas Open, an outdoor WTA 1000 event played on hard courts, is taking place at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden in Southern California. Eala joins defending champion Mirra Andreeva, as well as Elena Rybakina, the 2023 champ and fresh from a stunning first-place finish at the Australian Open, and world number 5 Coco Gauff. Read. Tennis. Eala warns against disinformation, fake news. Also aiming for her maiden BNP Paribas Open singles title is world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka. Eala is currently participating in the Middle East swing at the Abu Dhabi Open, where she advanced to the quarterfinals after an incredible comeback win against Alexandra Sasnovich of Belarus, 2-6, 6-4, 7-6, 7-5. Tennis. Eala warns against disinformation, fake news. MANILA. As Filipina tennis ace Eala continues to rise on the world stage, she has also been confronted with a surge of misinformation spreading online. With a local player now competing at a high level in tennis, a rarity for Filipino fans, the spotlight on Eala has grown even brighter, particularly on social media. The 20-year-old, currently ranked number 45 in the world, has become the subject of manipulated or AI-generated photos, as well as posts and articles containing stories that are untrue or never happened. Speaking to the media during the Philippine Women's Open, Eala said she is aware of the increasing misinformation about her online. Read. Eala, Janice Tien progress in Abu Dhabi Open doubles. I am aware that there have been a lot of fake news articles. And it is concerning because I see sometimes they get a lot of likes. And it's difficult, I understand, to kind of tell the difference when you see it online, she said in her final post-match press conference. The Filipina tennis star admitted, however, that there is only so much she and her team can do to address the issue. Well, that's not really under my control. I don't have power over what other people post, she pointed out. Eala also encouraged her supporters and the public to be more discerning when consuming content about her, especially on social media. My take would be just to tell them to try to find reliable sources of news and to listen to dependable outlets. That's all I can say, she shared. Aside from the growing misinformation online, Eala earlier acknowledged that social media brings both positive and negative opinions about her. The 20-year-old said she chooses to focus on constructive criticism instead of dwelling on comments that merely instigate hate and negativity. Eala is currently competing in the WTA 500 Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, following a quarterfinal exit at the Philippine Women's Open last month. The Filipina tennis star is seeing action in both the singles and doubles tournaments, partnering with Indonesia's Janice Tien in the latter. There's a unique magic that accompanies tennis's biggest stages, the hush before the serve, the roars after a rally, and the drama that unfolds beneath California's desert sun. For Eala, the 2026 season has delivered moments that read like chapters from a sports fairy tale, and now, her name is slated among the stars in one of the sport's most dazzling tournaments, the BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells. Sparkles, what is the BNP Paribas Open? Before we talk about Eala's role in it, let's understand the stage she's stepping onto. The BNP Paribas Open, often called Tennis Paradise, or even the Fifth Grand Slam, is one of the most prestigious and eagerly anticipated events on both the ATP and WTA tours. Played in Indian Wells, California, this combined Masters 1000/WTA 1000 tournament regularly attracts nearly all of the world's elite players and is considered the biggest tennis event outside the 4 Grand Slam championships. With its massive 96-player singles draws, multi-week schedule, and electric atmosphere, Indian Wells has been the proving ground for champions and legends alike, from Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal to Serena Williams and Iga Swiatek. Glowing star, enter the rising star, Eala. To be included in such a star-studded lineup is a huge milestone, not just for any player, but for someone like Eala. A Filipino athlete who has steadily risen through the global rankings, she embodies inspiration and possibility for millions back home and across Southeast Asia. At just 20 years old, Eala has already become the first Filipino ever to crack the WTA top 50, a historic achievement in global tennis. Won her first WTA singles title at the Guadalajara Open, cementing herself as a rising contender on tour. Earned a reputation for fearless baseline aggression and a forehand that keeps opponents honest. Turned heads with breakthrough runs at major tournaments, including a semi-final performance at the Miami Open where she toppled multiple Grand Slam champions. Each of these achievements tells the story not only of raw talent but of a young athlete ready to compete with the best in the world. Trophy Why Inclusion Matters. Being part of the BNP Paribas Open's main draw isn't just another checkmark on a resume, it's a symbolic entry into tennis's elite universe. This year's player field is immense, featuring top names from both the men's and women's tours. World number 1 Aryna Sabalenka and Carlos Alcaraz, perennial contenders like Novak Djokovic, defending champions, and a host of other stars who thrived at the Australian Open and other early-season hardcourt events. For Eala, competing here signals that she's not just participating, she's part of tennis's conversation about who belongs at the top. It also opens doors to sitting alongside legendary Grand Slam champions, facing seasoned tour veterans, and learning from them, building experience against diverse playing styles, earning valuable ranking points and prize money. In every sense, this is a major leap forward in her career development. Globe showing Europe-Africa a bigger story, beyond the court. What makes Eala's journey so captivating isn't just the wins or world rankings. It's the way she has transformed what success looks like for Filipino and Asian tennis. For a nation that has never produced a top 50 player before, watching Eala rise has become more than a sporting narrative, it's national pride. Every serve she hits and every match she contests carries the weight of history and inspiration. Fans have followed her from bustling courts in Manila to Melbourne, Auckland, Miami, and now Indian Wells. Her play in the Australian Open drew crowds and enthusiastic support, showing that her influence extends beyond rankings to emotional investment from supporters. Camera with flash, a moment of elevation. To imagine Eala walking onto one of Indian Wells' famous stadium courts, facing the press, warm California sun, and an expectant crowd, is to see her evolution in real time. This isn't just another tournament entry. It's a statement of arrival. A perfect blend of youth, ambition, resilience, and talent has carried her to this moment. Her inclusion in the BNP Paribas Open doesn't just reflect her achievements so far, it predicts more to come. Because if 2025 and early 2026 taught us anything, it's that Eala is no fleeting storyline. She's a challenger, one whose journey fans around the world are watching with rapt attention. Tennis looking ahead. The desert sands of Indian Wells will soon witness some of the greatest tennis rivalries of the decade.